Random. That was random.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of the Random. Had some interesting things happen with this assassination attempt. Did you see? I'm sure you've seen it. It's been everywhere. Mm-hmm. What do you think about it?
Definitely crazy times we live in.
Is it crazy times? Because this stuff has happened throughout history.
Yeah.
Look at this. I just printed this out. So obviously we know about JFK, Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, William McKinley, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, George W. Bush, Theodore Roosevelt. And these were president candidates: Robert F. Kennedy, JFK's brother, and George C. Wallace. Interesting.
Very interesting.
How in the world of day and age, with all the technology that we have with drones, all type of, like I said, technology, whatever have you, visually, aids and all this, especially with the amount of people, how did this slip through the fingers of the Secret Service and the potential people who were surveying this audience with this, the Trump, whatever he was saying or what he was trying to do? I don't get it.
Could be a number of things.
I think honestly, I really think this was some sort of set script, to be honest with you. Because Candace Owens, I wouldn't say she's an influencer. You ever seen Candace Owens? Mm-hmm. Very smart individual, very cunning. She said something that I saw on her YouTube channel that it took. It showed one of the people who attended that the Trump thing, and he's like, I saw the shooter up on the roof for a while, and he was pleading with officers right next to him, hey, there is a guy up on the roof with a rifle. Just sitting there, like, you think they would take action? They were like dumbfounded. And then plus, even Candace Owens said the place where he got up on the roof was swarming with Secret Service and people who are supposed to protect the whole situation. They were all up in that building. How did this individual, what is it, 20 years old or something? Something around that age. Really? Come on now. It sounds very, very suspect.
Maybe he was very sneaky.
Sneaky enough? But from what they understand is that the sniper who took him out saw this guy and didn't get the green light from the woman who was heading that Secret Service of controlling it all. He saw this individual. He waited to get the green light. Basically, you had to get the go-ahead and waited. I mean, you clearly see it that he saw this guy. You've seen him lining up, and he was just waiting. Then you heard his shot take off, and then all of a sudden he starts, returning fire. It's very, very suspect, a very, very weird situation. Plus, I'm going to say this off the rip. If I were assassin, right? Why would I just let off I think it was like one round he let off, right?
Yeah, like 3 or something.
Okay, like 3. Like, out of 3 rounds, I don't know. Like, he just missed the target?
Well, I don't think he was a sniper. He was pretending. Yeah,
right. I don't think he was a
legit sniper.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden you hear about these encrypted files coming from out of the country to this individual. Did you hear about that? Mm-mm. I guess there were some encrypted files that they found through this dude's, email trail or something, through technology, and they found multiple encrypted files from out of the country we don't know what they're pertaining, and I don't even know if they'll even let it out. You know, just because of how weird, this whole thing of which candidate's going to win now, and all these policies, and who's going to be the next puppeteer. And I really think that, like, Trump sort of doesn't want to take any shit from nobody. I mean, he has that kind of mentality, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be like, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do, and you ain't going to run me, I'm going to run you. And we could see Biden, I mean, that dude's he got, I hate to say it, 1 foot in the grave. I mean, the dude doesn't even seem like he could, like,
I think they're about the same age.
hey, whatever Trump's doing, he's doing a lot better than Biden. I'm not really into politics. I try to stay out of it because the whole right and left and Democratic and Republican, I think they all have their own initiatives, but at the end of the day, it's really not for the better of the people. I think it's for the better of them. I think it's more self-satisfying their own needs and their own wants. And that's a scary thing, because when you have that into the picture, you're not doing it for the betterment of people in your country. You're just doing it for the betterment of your family and your situation. How long has Sherrod Brown been what? I mean, seriously. I mean, Sherrod Brown is like never-ending dude. Like, that dude found the fountain of life. I mean, every time I see this like political thing, Sherrod Brown, I was like, dude, this dude's still living? I was like, how the hell this dude was like in grade, when we were in grade school, this dude was running the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how in the world does this dude keep on running shit?
It's going strong.
Going strong, like steamrolling dudes. Like, I'm like, oh, and everybody, women too, whoever, I'm not gonna, just say dudes, but women too. But just steamrolling anybody who's going against him. He's like, I got this. Throw in the towel now. You ain't winning this. He's like, I got this shit on lock. And that just seems like very interesting to me. Like, this dude has been running it for decades.
He's got a big fan base.
Yeah, he does. And I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'm not into the whole political shit. I do my own. The only thing I'm political, I don't even deal with it, because I think there's different initiatives and different agendas, I should say. And we were just speaking on it, with Big Lair here and Stan recently. It's very terrible. Like, I saw this video of this individual, and we'll get back to this too, of Eastside Cleveland. Now, I don't want to, you live on the Eastside Cleveland, right? Correct?
Sure.
Okay. Now, I saw these videos about $1 Million Road. It used to be one of the most wealthiest places to live in the world at one time. In the world. But this was during the Industrial Revolution, all that, when the manufacturing, all that. When J.D. Rockefeller was living here, he's actually, I think, buried in that Cleveland Cemetery by Coventry, if I'm not mistaken. But the corruption and then all that, and I watched this video of this dude videotaping the road conditions, the housing. I literally, I shed a tear. I was like, how can this happen? That, when you have Cleveland Heights and University Circle with all these very profitable companies, businesses, with all this technology of hospital, it's one of the best in the country, right? How is this not being helped out and leaking into Eastside Cleveland to make it better? How is there no support? How is there any, humanity to help these people? I mean, shit, I wouldn't even want to own a car there, because the damn roads are so bad that literally you would wreck your car and you'd be done. Yeah,
it used to be like that. Roads are getting better? Slowly.
Now, I've the one person, I can't remember the YouTuber, he explained to me that, the money is not there from the city to rehab the roads, that the people who live there actually fill the potholes. That is insane. I mean, really?
Yeah, it's not really like that.
It's not really like that?
No.
Well, that's what this dude has said. I can't remember who it is and what it is. I'm not gonna put him on blast or anything, but I I I just feel like it's, it could help by like a commune effort, just help it out,
Hmm.
and then help out your fellow human. Don't let them struggle. I don't like that. I just find that very selfish in a way, and we'll figure it out. But we'll figure it out though. We're on some things. We're making some moves, trying to think outside the box to rehabilitate the area because it is a beautiful area, and it could be very profitable. But we have to change some things down the line. One is making Lake Erie a natural like resource that we have, and make it profitable. You know, instead of it being known as the garbage lake. Let's be honest. It had like the fire in Cuyahoga River because all the pollutants and all that. But also on the west, the river that drains into Lake Erie has so much phosphorus in it from the fertilizers and agriculture that is creating green algae, which is actually taking all the oxygen out of water for the fish. Which Lake Erie has been known for what the walleye. I mean, people would come here all over the place if there was actually fish to fish, you know what I mean? And plus, Lake Erie is what? The shallowest of all the lakes, which then it turns into, it'd probably heat up quicker, right? People would want to swim in it. Don't anybody want to swim in a nasty lake? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't swim in there probably.
Yeah, but if we, no, they even say if you're like younger or older, you shouldn't be swimming in the lake. And I don't even know if I would want to either, but if we change that.
I wouldn't swim in any lake.
Oh, what? Really?
No.
Okay. Not any lake.
No.
Really? Is there a reason?
They're lakes. They're gross.
Man's if it's like notably clean lake. I don't know.
They're
Would you swim in a pond?
No.
Okay.
I ain't swimming in nothing but a pool or the ocean. That's it.
Wait a second. Now that is just crazy. That's some crazy. That's some crazy. You swim in the ocean where they like oil spills, garbage all over in there.
What?
Yeah, dude, the ocean? Hell, they don't tell you half the things that probably happen in the ocean.
I don't know what kind of waters you swimming in the ocean, but waters I was swimming in pretty
I
clear.
think the ocean's all interconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all mixed together.
It was pretty clear when I was swimming in it.
Okay, that's a nice ocean then. I don't know where you swimming at. Let me know.
You never swam in the ocean?
I mean, I have, but I swam in the Atlantic and I couldn't see through it.
Where?
What on the side in the Atlantic side of Florida? But now, if you go to the Gulf, that's different.
Okay.
I think that has to do with like.
I thought Myrtle Beach was pretty nice. Hawaii was incredible.
I never had that opportunity to go to Hawaii.
No, they got some nice waters over there. Crystal clear.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Yeah, that probably has to do with like the ocean, like circulation of the.
California wasn't bad either.
See, I went to California. I don't know, like it was.
The beaches in San Diego were
see that's like
gorgeous.
Southern, yeah, right. I had to do a little bit more research on that and see what's going on there, because there's ocean currents, obviously, that would have to stir up, the sand or whatnot that would make it murky or whatever, and had to change it out. You know what I'm saying? That would change the clarity, because of the circulation that goes up to the Arctic and
beaches in the Bahamas were really nice.
yeah, but that's like I lived in Boston for a couple of years and the damn water looked murky.
it's Massachusetts,
but it's still ocean. What? But it's still ocean.
That's a different part of the. That's a different
so
ocean.
It has to do something with the circulation, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's something I had to look up to. That's very interesting. Why
I
is
probably wouldn't
why is
swim.
everything in the, like by the equator all clear?
Yeah, I ain't trying to swim like off the coast of New Jersey or something.
Yeah, you are. Whatever.
Nah,
You
nah.
love that. You're like, oh man, maybe Jaws will come. No, yeah, I think that's where it was like filmed at, right around there, or the Jaws story. I don't know. It's pretty crazy though. But did I? So let's talk about these gyms. I'm sorry, I'm going off to red. I just had multiple gym experiences where I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong.
Probably.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. It's probably you, damn saltine, crack ass. Try to start shit anyways. I don't start anything. I just get my headphones and I say hi to my people that, good energy. I do love going to the gym. It's fun for me. It should be fun for everybody because once you get that mindset in, it gets in your head, and you just do it naturally because you start seeing the benefits of it. It took me a long time, but it's good stuff. But I don't know. There should be a proper etiquette or something, or like some sort of set rules, because things get sideways real quick. So this gentleman, it was a Saturday. And this dude was big dude. And I had this is where the set rules is. If you see someone's you take surveillance of the area, and if you're at the rack, with the cable machines or whatever machine it may be, take surveillance if there's a water bottle or a towel or a phone there, just to say someone's using this, right?
What if they accidentally left it there?
Now, I get this. Yes, I get that. But if there's a difference,
So,
wait.
let's say they left their water bottle.
Let me finish. Wait. I understand that. Okay, yeah, I get that. But if there's the same machine that you don't see a water bottle there,
Right,
or a piece of item of article of clothing or phone,
Go to the open machine.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this individual, 3 different stacks for the cable machine that were open. This dude picks the one where my water bottle and my phone's at.
Maybe you didn't see him.
Bullshit. I had that big ass, white ass water bottle. That you don't, like my shoes, like this, standing up. You ain't missing that. That's like a damn street sign cone. You're not missing that. That's straight up like a SOS.
They were on the ground.
Yeah, don't tell me because the guy was too tall.
He's a big dude, he said, right? Maybe he didn't look down. Maybe he didn't see it.
Hey, you're walking towards this thing, your peripheral. If you can't see that in your peripheral, you got to go get your eyes checked out real quick. Because if you drove here, hey, I don't feel safe if you on the streets if you can't see that off of your peripheral. That's real. I
got you.
You got what I'm saying?
I got you.
And plus,
So where were you? Where'd you go?
I'm getting there. So they have these little I don't know, they look like little loaf, for the stacks, It's like a little added weight. It's like a 2.5 weight, right? They only have a few of them, right? So I, always little increments, just to get stronger. Well, they have at this other cable machine, which I took it and I put it on the other stack, right? Just to add extra weight. So I went to return that thing. Not even a minute. I left the stack. This dude had to see me leave the stack to put that little added weight back. And I mean, it's literally not even 10 feet. Not even 10 feet away from the stack I was using, right? This guy had to see me leave that stack, go and drop this weight off, and come back. It wasn't like I was talking to somebody and it was just like a delayed time, right? A duration of time. It just went, it was like, whoop, drop off the weight, whoop, come back. And then all of a sudden, this dude just between that thing, he wasn't sniper snuck in there. I'm like, how the hell did he did he just manifest just grew out of the ground. I don't know how the hell he got me there like so quick because I just left that quick. Starts going at, I'm like, and I said this night, and I always wear a mask, so you really can't see my expression. I'm that weirdo, and you're like, why do you wear a mask? COVID? Are you afraid of COVID? A little bit. I'm a little bit of germaphobe, for real. Even before like this, we'll get into that different talk later time. But I just like people are not as hygienic as I would like them to be, especially working in the trades. Like there's some crazy ass stories, and then we'll go into there later. But all of a sudden this dude, poof, there, using the stack. And I, you can't see my expression because I had the mask on. That's another reason why I wear the mask when I work out, because I don't want to have people see me like straining, like I'm pushing out a log or something, just like, like making some weird face. So I wear the mask so it covers that up. I know that sounds really weird, but it makes me feel more comfortable, right? I don't want to like making a weird face and then like some girl or some dude's like, damn, dude, that dude's making a weird face. Is he all right? Is he stroking out or something? Like for real. Like, I'm probably making some weird faces. Anyways, that's why I wear the mask. I know that's pretty funny I don't know if you don't find it funny or not, but I find it funny. So I wear the mask and I go, excuse me. I was using that. That's how I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, clap back. Clap back. He's like, how's I know supposed to, like, flexing on me, like, immediately. I was like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, maybe he didn't know.
My water bottle there.
Or maybe you didn't see it.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you just miraculously appear for me, moving a weight 10 feet, and then I come back, and then poof, you're there. Like, dude, you had to see me leave that stack.
Maybe it's just, like, perfect timing,
Perfect timing, my ass. It's from front of the gym where you can't even... There's only one way to approach that stack. It's from the back or the sides. There's no back. It's like two-dimensional. It's not three-dimensional.
Did you see him before he got on the machine?
Huh?
Like, did you see where he was before he got on the machine?
My eye's on the prize of returning that weight.
Oh,
It's supposed to be.
But at least, okay, so I mean, maybe he was like already like walking towards the machine, and then you just happened to walk away at the like right time.
And he wasn't looking?
Yeah, and he did.
Yeah, it could be.
It could happen.
It could happen. But, dude, why do you gotta get all aggro at me, though?
Oh, yeah, you ain't got to do all that.
Like, dude got, like, lit. Like I said something like, some derogatory comment towards him. I was like, bro. Like, I was like, dude, what's your deal? Like, I asked him, I was like, why are you coming at me like this? I just, like, I politely asked, I was like, I was on the machine, and you just come on here. And he's like, well, how was I supposed to know on your machine? I was like, well, my guy, like, my water bottle's sitting right in front of the stack. Well, how was I, like you said, how was I supposed to know that's your water bottle? I was like, oh my God, bro. Like, I just told you it was my water bottle. Well, how was I supposed to know? Dude. Then this dude's starting to flex, like super flex. And I'm like, dude, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? This dude literally started going back like he was about to box me, like going dip and dop and dip and dop. Like, I'm like, for real? And I just stood in front of him. I was like, just throw. Because you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. The dude was big. If I would have thrown and I would have missed, I probably would have been eaten alive, So I had to use that counter on myself. I had to use my smarts, use that counter, And I'm going to tell you everything else because, always look at the feet when the person, if they got that right foot back, they're going to come with that right. You know what I'm saying? Always look at the, boxing, fighting. They're going to come with it, So I knew he was predominantly right-handed. So I was waiting for that right hook, coming with the haymaker, and do my thing. But anyways, dude was like absolutely an animal. I was like, dude, are you going this crazy just because I interrupted, like asking to have the stack back that I was using where my water bottle's there? Like, now granted, yes, I could have picked out and just went to a different stack myself.
Could have.
I could have, but I didn't I didn't choose that route, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't really think that this was gonna escalate to this aggro-ness. Straight. This dude was seeing red. And I was like, man, I felt bad. And I really felt bad for the gentleman because I thought about, I was like, something must be going on in his life that got him this perturbed that they had to lash out like this. And
Maybe.
Maybe, or even if this person is that permanent angry all the time,
Yeah, it's possible.
like that sucks, bro. Like, how would you want that? Like, I would not want that. I try to live life as happy as I possibly can.
Some people do the opposite.
Duality, I understand that, but man, that's not like. I just feel. How would you like that? Would be not the. I don't know if you like to be mad all the time. I mean, shit. I mean,
Some people do.
I mean that. How would you? I don't. I just. It doesn't. Not going. It's not computing. That doesn't compute with me. That doesn't compute with me. I was like, how would you want to be like that? Like that's such a not so good life to live. Like being mad all the time. But that's sad also for me to see it that perspective. If that person likes to be mad all the time, I'm like, man, you ain't gonna get enjoyment out of shit out of life then.
Maybe they get enjoyment from being mad.
That's fucked up. That's some like dark shit right there. And I mean, I don't know. That's all it has to do with, I guess, duality. I mean, if you don't have the good, you don't have the bad, right? You don't have hot, you don't have cold. Right?
Sure.
Sure. How you know what the other one's going to be without the other?
What do you mean?
If you don't have good, you don't have bad, so how would you judge? It'd be like a gray world, you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have good, how do you judge what's bad? If you don't have bad, how do you judge what's good?
I mean, things can be good, but there doesn't have to be a bad. Doesn't have to be.
But how do you compare them to be good? You would have to gauge. You have to have a gauge system, right?
Why?
Why? Because you wouldn't know what it would be good or bad. Because if you don't have one, you don't have the other.
Let's say you like hypothetically lived in like a paradise where everything
Utopia.
was
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
Like,
utopian, yeah, okay.
And there was no bad.
Right.
You would still know that things are good. Like, you don't have to judge it to bad. You'd still know.
But how would you know what was good, though?
The way you feel.
But if it was all the same, would you feel the same? If it was all the same every day, would it be just like a thing that you would just take for granted and be like, oh, it's just this?
Not if it was awesome.
But how would you know it was awesome?
The way you feel.
But you'd have to have a gauging system, though. How would you, like, if you felt good and you felt good all the time, how would you know it was good, a feeling? It would just be like, oh, I just feel like this all the time. I just take it for granted. I just like, oh, this is just what it always is going to be. You would have to have like a comparable.
I wouldn't.
You don't know that. But you see what I'm saying, though? Like, you would have to have like sort of gauges, because if you didn't have like, okay, so say everything goes your way, right? Or whatever. Like, everything happens good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, maybe you just take that like, oh, this is what always happens, but you just get used to it, you just come comfortable with it, that it just like, it's like a mundane thing. It's like, oh, blah, 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 but would you get excited anymore about stuff? Because it's always happening to you.
Like, let's say,
you would just be like,
let's say I was super wealthy. Like, I'm never going to get like, I'm always going to be happy. Like, unless, like, I don't know, a family member dies or something like that. But if you're super wealthy, I'm pretty sure you're happy most of the time. And I don't think it would get mundane. Like, I don't think I'd get bored being wealthy.
Well, maybe not. I mean, because you hear all these billionaires, like especially Elon Musk. I mean, that guy's just a workaholic.
Yeah.
Like a work machine. I really would like to answer that question. Are you, Elon Musk, are you happy all the time, even with all the money you have, because you're working all the time?
I wonder. Yeah, he should probably just give it all away. See how he feels.
Don't give it all away. I mean, he has a lot of kids and stuff. Take care of the.
Okay, give it all to them. Give his kids all the money, and then see how he feels.
You know what? That dude's so smart. He would just make it back so quickly. I mean, do SpaceX and.
What I'm saying is, like, I don't think he's ever unhappy. Rarely.
I think
Rarely.
I think every human, even if you have millions and millions of billions of dollars, I think there you do get, like they said, more money, more problems, or different problems. I mean, you got to keep.
Yeah, that more money, more problems.
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
All right.
More money, less problems.
Man, I don't
Like
know.
you ain't got to struggle to pay shit.
True, that is a struggle, but also like, I don't know. I never been in that situation yet, so I really don't know. But like, I mean, can you imagine when this takes off? You know that people having handouts and people going to be like, "Hey, hit me up, hit me up."
That already happens.
Yeah,
Do people ask you for money?
I mean, no,
People ask me for money.
really.
Yeah. I still have some people that owe me money, and I don't think I'm ever gonna see it.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a bummer.
Mostly family members, though.
That family members, that's a whole different. Oh my gosh, that's
Because you feel bad saying
that's
no.
yeah, that's such a complex thing. Yes, you have a problem saying no.
But now I like with the one family member, like now that they owe me this money and they've owed it to me for like years, and I know I'm never gonna get it, like I don't have to loan them anything ever again.
True.
So
Show your true colors.
that's kind of a plus, I
It's
guess.
a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Like no, it is a lesson.
I had
learned.
another family member who I loaned some money, and they're like, I'll give it back to you in like a week or two or something like that. They actually got it back to me with it after like 6 months, but they got it back to me. So
Right.
I guess if you ever asked again, I guess I can do it again. I guess.
Writing up a contract.
I mean,
You're like
it
you
might
gotta
have
pay
to.
within this. No, I feel you. I mean, because like. We haven't, made it. We work in 9 to 5s and stuff. We haven't got there yet where we can, generously just give money and not even think about it. But that's like, that's the main objective. Should we get where I would like to get at, where we would like to get at, is to help out people without even like, But I'm not giving people like crazy amount of money. Like I'll give you money to start up something. If you have a good business plan and to make, something of yourself, like, I don't want you to blow it on, because there's a few dudes I hang out with or women too. Like, I know if I gave them 50 racks, they'd be like, oh shit, whoosh, gone. And do some stupid shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Getting wild with it. But if you had a set business plan to make more money, not from just me, but for your life and for generation wealth, oh, absolutely. I would in a heartbeat give you money, and want to see people succeed because, a lot of people just need that little, that little push to get there,
I think I'd be more of a donate to charity type person.
Yes. And talking about charities.
Not necessarily giving people money.
Yeah. Talking about charities, that's another corrupt thing. A lot of these charities, do you really think that money's going to the right people?
I would have to see where the money
And you're
goes,
damn right.
obviously, but
You're damn right. That's well spoken because a lot of these charities I am very suspect on. And I think it was the one that I would, I think it's called St. Teresa's. And because I saw something on YouTube about charities and it was horrific about what they were explaining about these charities and how the percentages of actually go to what they're saying is going to. Now, a lot of charities is let's be honest, a lot of tax write-off too. So, there's different avenues where this money is actually going and the motive, right? Is it really going to these charities to help out the people that you're saying is going to help out? Now, like I said, St. Teresa's is, I believe that's one of the ones that I was like, wow. I think it's ran by a nunnery, and that's a good point. I would definitely give it charities. One of the biggest ones is we talked to Stan and Big Larry here, to help out the east side of Cleveland to get that re-going, but also the foster kids, that just saddens me, every kid should have the opportunity, to be a kid, to have that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just tough. Kids, that hits a soft spot in my heart, I just like to see every kid, like, live a kid, have fun as a kid, and live that experience of, going to the ice cream, the ice cream store, or the ice cream truck, and be able to get the ice cream, that's a huge thing for me. And the kids who are in foster care, you hear horrific stories of things, and Stan is one of them. With that, I'd love to have on the podcast sooner or later, because he went through that personally. I'd like to hear his side of it. It'd be interesting to see that view. But back to the man, where did we go here? We were talking about going to the gym, and then all of a sudden we're talking about charities. Wow, it happens. But this lady. I'm not going to name the gym. It's not important. So, anyways, this dude, really had it out for me. And he was so mad. And when people, when they know they're in the wrong, they had to have justification that they did do wrong, to make them feel right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They had to have like that. He straight up went to the front desk and started saying it was like me. I was like, really? Like, immediately, I was like, oh, man, what a snitch, Like, I was just going to drop it. Like, leave it go, And then all of a sudden, I get talked to from the girl. She's like, I actually, like, I saw him, and I was like, dude, I'm just going to get my workout in. Afterwards, I apologized to the young lady who was working there. And I was like, I'm sorry that you had to deal with this. It was nothing that it should have. Nothing I said or anything should have escalated to this point. I don't know if the guy was just having a bad day or whatnot, but I apologize that you had to deal with this. Then the next time I'm there, I get pulled over from the manager. I'm like, really? And I was like, if you guys want the evidence, go and check the tapes. You got cameras all over that song gun, Just check the tapes and see what it is. It doesn't see me getting all crazy and getting ready to battle or whatever. It just sees me just like talking to this dude, just waiting, see what happens. I'm like, just go and check the tapes. You guys know me for about 2.5 years now. Never had a problem. Then all of a sudden, we have a problem. Like, it was just strange, right? Just a couple weeks ago, this lady who I even helped a month and a half ago with her dumbbell presses, she needed help, a person to help to get the weights, in position for her to do the dumbbell press. I was like, sure. Help her out. Then just a week and a half ago, I just glanced at her, and like, it wasn't like anything like, I don't do that. Like, I don't, like, basically she was saying, told the manager, I get pulled over the manager. Like, what's going on now? Like, what in the world's going on? Well, can I talk to you in private? I'm like, oh, okay. Once he said that, I was like, really? What is happening here? He's like, yeah, well, that lady there? Mind you, I'm not body shaming anybody or anything, but this, like, me personally, I didn't find the connection ain't there, right? The connection's not clicking.
Not sure what you mean.
Like you said, the math ain't mathin'.
I don't know what you mean. To explain it like a little more literally for me.
I'm not dipping a wick in that.
What was wrong with her body, actually?
It wasn't. It was just. Oh, damn! I dug myself on the hole again. Oh man, I put myself right into that. Okay, just put it this way. It's not working out. It's not happening. It's
why not?
My type. Okay, it's not my type.
What, like?
I'm not giving you a description because that's just wrong.
Okay.
That's just wrong. I'm not body shaming anybody.
Okay.
It's just, it wasn't clicking. Mm-hmm. Okay. So for her to even think like that was even a possibility was like one thing. Is like, man, this lady's a straight up Karen. Like, you know, straight up Karen me. And I'm like, and I was like, really? You think, like, really I would want to pursue you? Like, I hate to say that. But I said it. I'll be real with you. I ain't gonna, I shoot from the hip. I always will shoot from the hip. I will tell you the real. I will never, like, claim anything. That I wasn't feeling it. But then she goes, hey, he's staring, creeping me out. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I was like, Ryan, I was like, do you think I would want to pursue her? And he goes and looks at me. Oh, man, I shouldn't have said his name, but whatever. He's like, he looks at me, he looks at her. Like, it was like a cartoon thing. Like, looked at me, looked at her, and he's like, no. Like that. Like, he's like, no. He's like, no, I don't think that's a good match, you know, like that type shit. I was like, come on now. I was like, now we really like going to have this conversation. He's like, well, I understand it. He had to do what he had to do as a manager there.
So, like, how long were you gawking at her?
Dude, it can't even be. I don't even know if I did it or not. I can't. No.
Do you have like a little drool right here or something like that?
No, dude, you couldn't see it anyways because I had the mask on, bro. So you didn't even know. I have a wet spot there? No. Even if I did have a drool there, I'd be like, I'm a heavy breather. I breathe throughout my mouth. I'm a heavy breather. You know, like shoot. I wouldn't confess to that at all. But no, I didn't even gawk at her. Dude, I looked at her just like, you know, because I helped her with the dumbbell press, and I thought we exchanged names, and like I thought we were cool, like, and I just was like, you know, when you just like, you know, want to make aware that, hey, hi, how's it going today, like type shit, you know. But that obviously backfired big time. She thought I was a creeper, and like. I was like, it's like not like I was hiding in the corner behind the weights, like, you know, like all weirded out. Yeah, you wish I would, dude. That would be so funny if you saw like creeped out, like some dude back behind like the 45 weights, just like gyrating, like just like, you know, like weird. But no, not the case. And then I was like, bro, I told him, I was like, listen, I just helped out that lady with the dumbbell press not even a month and a half ago. You know, and then she's going to claim this? I was like, wow. I was like, this is some suspect shit. Anyways, he's like, you know, I told him, like, I was like, you know, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes and tells me, oh, this is not the first time that No, listen. This is not the first time that this lady has claimed this shit.
Okay.
Now, I was like, okay, what's the common denominator here, buddy? I was like, this lady's causing problems all over, left and right. I understand you have to do your proper protocol, but man, oh man, like, I mean, for real, like, a leopard don't change her spots, you know, like, come on now, like.
Crying wolf.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really, lady? Like, you really think I want to get, like, knock the boots? And I like that terminology. They need to bring that back. Knock the boots. Now, when they said knock the boots, were you hanging your boots on the bedpost that it would knock the bedpost? Or were you like Dorothy-ing it? Like when you're getting it, like I was like when I thought about it, I was like, how does that all happen?
That's a good question.
We gotta look into that.
Yeah.
That's a good subject, like a good little topic. Knock the boots. I wonder how that came about. Or you just like, I don't know. Like, you're so eager beaver that you don't even take off the boots. You're just putting that work in.
I have no idea.
I have no clue. It's something I got to look into because I like that term. You know.
It's a good song, too.
Good, hell of a good song. Shit. I wish we could bring back them days. The 90s were good. Wasn't that the 90s?
Oh, I think so.
I think so. That was good times, dude. Dream Team was good. Ryan. Jordan. Bo. Primetime.
Athletes are better now.
Well, technology has gotten better too, I think. I think that also had a lot of too. I mean, could you imagine like some of the dudes back in the 90s with the technology and the stuff that they know now?
Yeah, that's why it's tough comparing eras.
It is. It definitely is. I got donkey kicked at the gym the other day. Straight up mule kicked. Like, what? Bam! The kickback machine. I'll take a little bit of responsibility. Like I said, I always use a glass water thing. Just bought this other glass container, right, for my water. Brought it in, I put it on the ledge there between the workout stations. And they probably should move this machine because it's like right by the ledge where like people utilize the ledge to put their belongings on, which I understand because you don't want someone to accidentally drop a weight on your phone or your, whatever. But and also I'll never put my water bottle. Lesson learned: never put a glass bottle on the top ledge. Put it on the ground so it doesn't. Well, that's what happened. Girl on the kickback machine, and I thought she saw me because she was done with her set. So I went back and my bag and my little bag and my water bottle was there. All of a sudden, I just get launched. I was like, "Damn, what the hell?" She straight up donkey kicked me doing the kickback machine, blasting me. I'm like, "Oh shit!" And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't." I was like, "How did you not see me? You weren't doing your kickbacks." And then I walked right in front of you to get to, like, sort of behind you. That now, don't get it twisted. I wasn't trying to be no pervo. No, I was just trying. I see that look. No, it wasn't even like that. Again, older lady, like a really older lady. Nah, ain't happening. Anyway.
So you don't like older women?
Nah, I'm not saying that. You got to fit a certain criteria.
And what is that?
You gotta find out. Like, I'm not gonna just disclose that.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll know when you know.
But there's certain people that just aren't even eligible
Sure.
for
Knocking the boots.
right. But is it because like they're too heavy or?
I mean, no. You could be heavier than me, and I could still, like you. I mean, I like taller women, so shit. You ain't gonna be like. I mean, obviously you're gonna be taller than me. You're gonna be maybe a little bit heavier than me.
What about like a shorter person that's heavier?
Than me?
Sure.
I don't know, man. She have to be heavy in all the right places to be that heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I'm not trying to buy shit, but like, but no, this dude told me straight up. He's like, if you want a girl, like, cause I wasn't the fittest I am now. And I'm not saying I'm like totally yoked, but like, I put a lot of hard work in, and you want to have that reciprocated back, right? You want to have a person that like, and this young man, 19 years old, told me, he's like, well, how do you expect to get a girl like that when you look like that? And I was like,
money.
True. That's pretty low, though. Shit. He straight up said it. He's like, fucking, you just gotta get that bag. You just gotta have that Danny Warbucks, like, be like Scrooge McDuck, like money just falling out of your pocket. Yep. True. But that's shallow as shit. Hey, that's the way the world turned, I guess. Yeah. Damn social media, son of a bitch. Anyways. But that's funny, though. Not funny, but the lady straight up freaking launched me, launched me. And I went to go grab my wrist wraps, and I'm like, I look, and right across me is a dude named Jeff. I mean, this dude is freaking yoked. I mean, for how, I don't care even how his age is. This dude's just monster, right? And I'm like, wait a second, I brought my water bottle in. Where the hell did it go? Where did it disappear? Like, I was like, I know I brought it in. And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh no, it must have launched out when I went to go and reach for the bag. I go and look, I'm like, oh shit. It like broke in 1,000 pieces because it was glass. And Jeff just keep on doing his shoulder raise like nothing happened. I don't even think he noticed. I'm like, bro. I was like, I stopped. I was like, did you get cut? Because I was worried because it was glass. It was right by his legs and stuff. And he's like, oh, damn, no. But like, there goes that water bottle. But I ordered another one. I still won't let down the water bottle. It was like, oh. And then someone was like, well, maybe you should get a plastic. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not leaving. I told you that story about that guy I worked for getting poisoned by the plastics leaching. And I was like, I'm not even doing that. I'll just buy another glass one. I don't even care. But man, did I get donkey kicked? I mean, it was hard. I was like, shit. Lady's putting that work in. Launched my little ass. It's like, phew, like a cartoon, but man, it was crazy. Um, but that was the gym experience. Everybody needs to chill out. Everybody's here for the same thing, just to make their life better. Doesn't mean you have to get all weirded out and stuff. Now, granted, the whole thing about girls wearing short shorts and shit, and he obviously wanting some attention, like to the gym. Maybe not, I don't know. But like, you can't be a dude and like be like just gawking at like, a girl wearing tight shit. Like that's just not right. Like they're in the workout, do their thing. And that goes for girls with guys too. It goes vice versa, Because some dudes wear tank tops and shit and flexing all over the place. I'm not one of those dudes. I like that sleeper mentality. I like hiding my shit, I don't need to flex. I don't need to do any of that. But some dudes just like to, see their definition as they work out, I get it. I ain't mad at it. If it makes you feel better, you ain't hurt nobody, you know how I feel about that. Let it be. And that's the same with girls. I'm sure why they wear like short legs. I mean, a lot of girls do leg workouts, right? And glute workouts. They want to see their progression, especially when you get a pump in your muscles and stuff. I mean, it's real. Like, I mean, they'll just balloon up, and you want to see your what is the thing for your effort? You want to see the fruits of your labor. That's what I was looking for, And I get it, but you just can't be some scared on weirdo, like I said, behind the 45s, like gawking at like whoever it may be, guy or girl, and being that weird. I don't even know. I'm sure. Oh, I I bet there are some crazy ass stories at the gym that people just don't tell about. That would be a good like little like episode if we could gather like weird ass gym stories that are just straight off the wall, that are just like I I went to the gym, and like I always serve up the people who work there, because I mean, granted, it's not like a it's not like a personal gym where, like I don't know, like a very I don't know. Long story short, I asked how much these people make. They're not making much money who work there, right? So I don't want to be like, oh, look what I do, like, oh, I'm such a nice guy. But I feel bad for them because they got to do some really sort of shitty shit. I mean, shitty shit. And I mean, when I mean shitty shit, one time I went to go and use the restroom. Someone must have used their asshole as a marker, because there was shit all over the toilet seat. I mean, like, someone was like, I was like, damn, dude. I was like, someone has to clean this up. Like, I was like, what were they doing? Trying to create a piece of artwork or something? I don't know. It was like, this is not the place to do it, especially with feces. I was like, damn, dude. Literally, I was like quite impressed how much shit they got on the toilet seat. I was like, I don't know what happened, but there had to been a story, and I sort of wanted to know that story. Not that I'm like into that, because I really hate shit, but like that, I was like, damn, these dudes women had to clean this up, and like if I shit on the toilet like that, I would feel embarrassed that I would have to clean my own shit up. The person just left it. Wouldn't you feel obligated?
Yeah.
I would think that would be the correct thing to do. This person just was like, I don't give a shit. It was like I said, it literally was like they used the asshole as a marker, and just, I was like, okay. I was like, after I was like gagged a couple times, because like I said, I don't deal with feces that well. There's a story behind that one too, when someone shit themselves, and with me biting on, I couldn't believe it, dude. Literally started yakking. We'll leave that for a different episode, because that one is funny. And we're going to do, guess what? Your favorite accent. That southern accent that you love so much that I do. Oh, another thing. I got crazy-eyed the other day. Have you seen the movie Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton?
I don't think so.
Ray, I can't even, like, Ray talks like this. He's like, I like them taters, boy. You know? Well, it's a good movie. Okay? So, the problem with me is like, one is, I don't know why I, go back to doing the song, but when I start doing the Billy Bob Thornton voice of that in Sling Blade, I don't know the character's name. I have the hardest time stopping talking like that. I don't know what possesses my brain to keep in that language. So I was at Home Depot like a month or two ago, and I was talking like that, and I was like, that's a good piece of lumber, boy. And some lady was walking behind me and heard me say that because I'm talking out loud. She side eyed like, what the hell? And I was like, sorry, man. But like, I kept on talking like that. I was like, I should have like turned it off, but I couldn't. And she just looked at me even weirder, like, dude, this dude is something different. I couldn't stop talking like that. And I was like, I couldn't turn it off. And I'm like, sorry, man. This is good. I was like, oh my God, Michael, you need to quit talking like this permanently because you're going to permanently just talk like this all the time. And the look that this lady gave me was like just like, should you be allowed out? That's a question to be answered.
Yes.
That should be a question to be answered. But you know what? I am out, so watch out. So it'd be good times. But some people laugh at that. But this lady was like, I don't know how to take this guy. Because you think I would stop talking like that. I just kept on talking like that character. Like, I couldn't help it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh, and I almost forgot about the fireworks. Sorry. That my neighbor's house. That I don't know if I added to the fireworks story. So I did about the Arkansas thing. We ain't gonna get into that, but anyways, we almost made my neighbor nervous. She was like, "These little fireworks, I didn't think they were gonna be that big. They turned out being big. Like this little thing turned out to be like this big, huge thing." And it got close to the house. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, man. I was like, please don't hit the house. Please don't hit the house. It was my neighbor's house, but still, I would have felt bad because I love my neighbors. Anyways, anything you want to add? Like anything that's going on in your life or something that you want to talk about? No? Never anything. Tombstone me again. He's like a tombstone. He don't say shit. You did like add like a piece of cube. Never gonna come up with anything. We're gonna work on him. We're gonna keep on getting on. We're gonna keep on getting on him until he actually says something or comes up with a topic, and just smiles. Okay. Anyways, I gotta go and get started here. I gotta cooking some ribs today. See how they come out.
How are you cooking them?
Well, how do I prepare them?
But how are you cooking them?
I put them in the oven a little bit because, I know you could slow cook them on the grill, but man, that just eats the propane for a long time. So, whoa, let's go. Don't even tell me air fryer.
No,
This guy is the air fryer king.
Air fryer is the shit.
He's like air fryer king. I was like, he actually put me on some stuff. I'm like, I gotta clean that son of a bitch. I don't know.
But like the propane grill foil thing, I just...
Dude, I had to do it. I got new grates on the grill. It's fine. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's a start.
I did.
That's a start.
I would never buy a propane grill ever again, especially like a $1,500 one, which, I mean, literally, I've washed the damn thing with a pressure washer, as they say, and the inside, enamel shit started chipping off. I was like, what? After a year I had this song gone. I was like, dude, for $1,500, you crazy.
But no more foil, though, right?
No more foil.
Okay.
We got
Okay. That's a start.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
But no, I've made ribs in the oven before.
Well, I just do that to soften it up so it doesn't take all the propane tank,
Oh, okay.
So you can do it
probably a smart move.
Right. Like if you a smoker, right? Mm-hmm. You keep it at that 200 to 250 range, and slow roast it so it gets really, malleable. Loosen up them bones and that tissue, right? But that's like the oven does. It quickens that. So you don't have to use the whole propane tank.
I got you.
So I call it when you start putting it on the grill. I call it getting candied.
Right.
I like get candied up that stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
I got
the
you.
Sugars caramelized and get that. I'll tell you what. If you want to feed me, you put anything with the char, done deal. You put a char on it, done. Say it ain't so.
Pretty much.
You put anything with the char, it's going down the old throat hole.
Yeah. Can't think of nothing that wouldn't.
No. I try to think of it. You could put fruit, vegetables.
Yeah.
You could put damn near anything on the grill that would, like, you know, would not, like, obviously melt. You can't put ice cream on that shit. But if you could put ice cream on there, like even a marshmallow, you charred different.
Yeah.
Changes up the whole game. Now, if you could put that char flavor on ice cream, we had to use liquid nitrogen to like freeze it, super freeze it. And
I guess I wouldn't really want a char on like lobster.
No, yeah. No,
Probably.
you never had lobster on the grill?
Not like charred though.
Just
like,
a little bit, just a hint. Yeah, you may
like if you're gonna grill them, you'd probably want to do it in the shell still.
No, you do. You use the shell.
But I wouldn't want the char on like the actual meat. Probably not. Not on lobster. That's like the only thing I could think of though. Maybe like crab too. Maybe like crab. Like I wouldn't want to do that.
True.
But fish, we could do that. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of one thing that you could put a char on that you would just be like, no, that's not happening. I can't think of one thing.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's tough. Maybe a pickle? I don't know. I'll try a pickle today. That's a good idea. I love pickles.
I mean, there's stuff that you just can't put char on. Like I wouldn't want to char on like mac and cheese, but
what do you mean?
You can't.
You don't. Wait. Wait a second.
What?
A second here. That little brown crust on that.
That's different.
That's char.
No, it's not. That's not from a grill though. Like it's just like.
How would you grill mac and cheese?
Exactly. Like there's just some things you can't grill really. So. Like,
yeah.
you wouldn't be.
I don't know if I would like that because it would be like I don't know. Because I get like some cheese plates where they put it on the grill and it get all melty like a brie, and I like it. I mean, it's good. So we could be onto something here.
I mean, you could like blowtorch it.
Yeah.
You could do that.
I think that would be like if you had the right cheese ratio and because you know the char is a potent like flavor, right? So you don't want it to trump or overstep the cheesiness because that would be counterintuitive, right? You'd have to have that balance. Some Gruyere. I love Gruyere cheese. That's good cheese.
I had a lot of cheese yesterday.
Oof. You
know,
okay?
You know how weddings are. Like they got
I don't know what is that.
cheese spread everywhere.
I love charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
Like charcuterie is like one of my favorite things.
There was like 9-10 different types of cheeses, like all different kinds. One of them was like purple.
That's probably wine infused.
Like I don't even know.
Yeah,
but
I just had a purple cheese too. It was from a winery.
I tried them all though.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
They
didn't even have name tags.
Yeah, they didn't have names.
Yeah,
like,
you know what? That should be implemented at weddings.
I agree.
So you should have names on the things.
Yeah.
So people know what they're eating. So you could buy it later on because if you're like, oh my gosh, this is really good, you know. So I can buy this, you know, buy for myself or my family, you know, what have you. So you know.
Yeah, that would
Name
help.
tags.
That would help.
Name tags on what, buffet sets or what? I don't know.
I mean, I guess you
Do
can.
you say buffet or buffet? Sometimes I say buffet. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah. Maybe it's just my language.
Buffet?
Yeah. I don't know why I say it sometimes like that. I do. I get made fun of all the time for it.
You should.
What is a buffet?
You should. I mean, it sounds a little.
I don't know.
Sounds a little frou-frou.
Yeah. Maybe.
Let's go to the buffet.
Yeah. Let's go to how you said. Let's go to the buffet. Wait. Hey. But anyways, no, that was good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had a good time when you ate all that cheese.
Yeah, it was good.
No, that's good. That's good that you got a good time.
You know, never hurt. Open bar never hurts.
Oh, shoot! They had an open bar.
Oh yeah.
Top shelf.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now you're talking.
keep going back as many times as you want.
Did you tip the waiter? Wait.
Oh yeah, they had tip jars.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
As long as you tip can I speak the bartender and waitress and whatever. I don't know.
yeah, they had
I
tip
always feel
jars.
like, yeah, but also I always feel obligated to. Man, I don't know, but like I feel bad for the groom and the bride too because they're paying for. I don't know, but they do get money back. But like
Sometimes parents like pay for it too,
that is true. That is true.
or help out a lot.
No, help out a lot.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I'm not gonna go into it with my family, whatever, but yeah, let me tell you. Parents do that's weird. I don't know if is that weird? I don't know. I don't really if I ever got married, I don't need all that like craziness.
No.
I really don't. I really don't need all that glitz and glam, like I don't what is it? It's about between two people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like if I know your family, you know my family, we good. I don't need to make it like, oh, look at here,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's all for show. I don't know. It is what it is. But to each their own. If you got it like that, you got it like that. If you want it like that, make you happy, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Live your life to the fullest. Raise your vibration up, as I always say. Get that frequency high. Do what you do. As long as it's not hurting anybody else, go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Be my guest, But at the end of that note, I know everybody's getting eager beer, and I gotta go cook some ribs. Oh, ribs. Hey, have a 13 spice rub. This shit. I mean, I spent like almost $100, over $100 on just like the spices alone. I make a whole big batch of it, right? Your mustard, your garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, regular paprika, ground mustard. Did I say ground mustard, right? Ginger, a little bit of ginger, and a black pepper, salt, brown sugar, chipotle powder, for the smoke, let that flavor. But this is the kicker. And I put lime juice on me to get that tang. I like that, that on there. And I put that on there on my sauce too. But this is the kicker. So I use Sweet Baby Ray's. Shout out to Sweet Baby Ray's. I think that's the best, I like it. I do. But my dad makes one with open pit. Open pit? Open pit.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts a bunch of lemons in that. And he gets that tart. And it changes the whole profile of that. And it's good. I was telling my old man, he took me out to dinner the other day. And we had barbecue too. And I was like, man, your open pit, even though it's so simple, he puts like a onion, like a quarter of an onion. And he puts like 3 lemons in there, squeezes in there. And that tartness I think is important in the sauce. I like that tartness, that vinegar or, that tanginess. But I put lime juice on my ribs. Squeeze lime juice on there to break down that meat fiber, the everything. But this was I used Sweet Baby Ray's as my base. And I put some lime juice in there. And I use chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, right? That adobo sauce, though, don't get it twisted. It has heat to it. You would like it because you like heat. And I put the chipotle peppers in there, which has that smoky flavor, right? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I put cumin in my rub, too. You got to put cumin in there. Get that smoky flavor in there. And then this is the kicker. So you got it all spiced up. You got them chipotle peppers and adobo sauce that, raise it up a notch. Now, people are going to call me nutty, but I'm telling you, don't knock it till you try it. I get a nice watermelon. I cut it up in 1/4-inch little cubes. And I put it into the sauce. And I use a potato masher, just to get the juices in there, to get that watermelon flavor. And then I let that, simmer to, just all come together. And then I put a little bit more fresh, non-crushed or non-cooked watermelon 1/4-inch cubes in there. So you be eating that ribs. And then you get that hot kick of the sauce, from the chipotle peppers or the adobo sauce. But then all of a sudden, who comes to the rescue? That little 1/4-inch piece of watermelon just washes it all down and makes it all better. Try it. Don't be afraid to experiment, but don't make a whole big batch. Try it first before, you're wasting stuff. You know what I mean? But on that's my little secret. I'm no gatekeeper. I'll let it out. You know what I mean? I'll let y'all try it next week. I'll still have some probably left over because I know the family's gonna be like, "Oh my god, it's so spicy. It hurts my mouth. It makes my tongue tingle." If you ain't getting that tingle, what's the word? You know, I like that spice. You know, not too much where you're like, it's not edible. You know, I don't even know how the people eat them hot ones on that show and be like crazy. But, anyways, we got to end the show here. As always, do good, be good, you'll get good, and love to love to all y'all. Anything you want to end?
Bye.
Bye. I tell you, Tombstone, solid. Love y'all.
Random. That was random.